What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Fish Hex. This is Travis here. Today I just got in the replacement WP-40, or now they're calling a TW-40. It's the same thing. I really haven't checked into the differences between the pumps, but you know, they look the same, they act the same, they have the same connection. So yeah, it might be the different magnet, just like on the PP8s they had the upgraded magnet, which I think I did recognize when I installed this one. But either way, this is the replacement for the right WP-40 that stopped working probably about 2 months ago. Now, it's not completely dead. I have to keep it at 100%, and that's why I have it angled to the right hand side against the back wall, because if it does turn off, it will sometimes not turn back on, and that's pretty much what the issue is. So I went ahead and I got a replacement pump. I do want to mention I did attempt to fix the other WP-40 by cleaning it, and then I did take it apart and replace the plastic that holds the propeller in place. It was a modification that a subscriber recommended to me that has worked for other people, and basically you just replace that plastic with stiff airline tubing, which basically restricts it from kind of seizing up over time. So I did that. It still turned off, so I figured I'd go ahead and just replace the pump. Like I mentioned in the previous video, this one is like 2.5 years. I have to look back when I actually installed it, but it's been around for a while, and really for the price, it's not a big deal to go ahead and replace it every couple of years. Now, just in case you guys are not aware of this, the WP-40s and the PP8s in this system were all controlled by the Apex through the variable speed port connected to the Jebao adapter. Now, I have a couple of videos out on the playlist on how to set this up and program it, so go ahead and check that out. I believe it's the Apex playlist, and I will find it and link it in the description below. But basically, I really don't even need the power supply or even the controller. So what I did is I put that stuff on my website, and since it's new, it's going to be for sale, because I do know that the controller does die, and I have seen it die on other applications. So I figured I'd put it on there because I haven't been able to find a place where you can buy just the power adapter or just the controller. But I have been able to find places where you can buy just the pump, but I decided to skip on that this time just because it really is only like $20 less, and I can put this stuff on my website and make sure you guys can get it if you're looking for it. When it came to replacing this pump with inside the reef, it literally took only a minute, but I will say the hardest part of the whole process was the magnet from the original pump. Now, I do notice that on this pump, now that I see it in the video, that they do have the new magnet that doesn't have the suction cup, and I think that was the huge issue that I had. I just couldn't get it off the damn glass, so I slid it to the side, kind of had to go against the silicone just to break the suction or seal there on the glass, and I could get it out that way. But either way, it was a pretty easy process. Just go ahead and reconnect it to the one side of the variable speed port adapter that's made from Jebao, and screw everything together, put it away, and pretty much just got to turn it on inside the Apex. Alright, now that everything is connected, I'm going to show you guys kind of how these pumps work together with inside the reef tank. And not only the WP-40s, but also the PP8s on the back wall, and kind of why I've chosen to go with 4 pumps. Now, I'm just going to first turn on the right new pump just to see if it works. Of course it does. I'm going to go ahead and then turn on the left WP-40. Now, these guys are connected on 2 different wave modes, so they are pulsing together at 80% right now. Now, I will show you guys what 100% pulse rate looks like at the end of the video, but this is just a basic 80% wave mode that goes on when the white lights come on. Now, before the white lights come on, I have a constant 30% all night long on all the pumps, just because it does keep the flow, but it doesn't really piss off the fish. And then when the white lights come on, that's when the wave modes will start working. Well, as you can see, it's a pretty decent sized wave for 80% with just the 2 power heads going there, and it's really pretty good. I like keeping at 80% because I found if I go up to 100 that the fish just don't look happy. Now, they are you know, swimming around, but it looks like they're getting kind of tossed around a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you what the surge mode would look like if all 4 pumps were running. Basically, I call it a detritus mode, and what it does is it really stirs up everything and allows the filter sock to pick it up within the water column once it goes down the overflow. But basically, I have 4 different surge modes at different percentages that kick on throughout the day, and pretty much it will stir up the tank, keep the bottom glass pretty clean for the most part. I mean, there are some dead spots that I have to suck out during the water change, but really the pumps do a lot of the cleaning in this tank. Now, this particular surge mode is all 4 pumps on at 100% for a total of 1 minute. They will then turn off for 30 seconds, and then they will repeat that process for a total of 30 minutes. Now, this is my main detritus surge mode. Now, there are 2 more that aren't as nearly as powerful as 100% on all 4 pumps, but this one in particular kicks on once or twice a day, and then it's depending on the whole timer cycle there. But it actually does some seriously good work when it comes to cleaning this reef tank and getting detritus out of the rock structures out of the coral and up into the filter socks. Now, speaking of the filter socks, I have to change them literally every day, and right now I'm kind of at the point where I'm doing it almost twice a day, usually once in the morning, once at night, just depending on how how quickly they fill up and overflow. But between the detritus modes and the bubbles that I run for a couple hours at night, it just really clogs up the filter socks, which isn't a bad thing. It just means that I need to stay on top of keeping them clean. Now, before I let you go, as promised, I'll show you what the waves look like at 100% pulse mode on the WP-40s, as well as I'm going to keep the PP8s at their standard 60%, and we'll kind of see what the reef tank looks like when that's happening. But first, I need to go into the Apex, of course, go into my wave profiles here, and change it from 80 to 100%. So let's go and get over to the reef and see what it looks like. Well, guys, that's about it for this video. I appreciate you watching. If you are interested in getting a PP8 or the WP-40, I do recommend them. They are pretty good pumps. Now, I do kind of beat my pumps. I wouldn't say that I'm abusive, but they do, as you can see, go through different surge modes. They're at different percentages, so they're not just at a constant. So I do expect them not to last as long as they should, but still 2+ years out of one pump, I'm not mad, especially for the price. Either way, guys, I appreciate you watching the video. If you have any questions, feel free to put it in the comment section below or contact me directly. And if you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. And if you like the content that I provide for this community, feel free to subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.